black pants. But I'll tell you one thing I didn't get was a red tie. Because I don't want to ever remember what that outfit was like again. And I kept wearing that outfit, and I finally got, and I was pitching, and I finally got myself a black velvet coat. I'll never forget getting that black velvet coat, and everybody in her life all of a sudden had a black velvet coat. It was amazing. Doug was getting one, Dennis was getting one, everybody's getting a black velvet coat all of a sudden, just because I had changed my clothes. And I never forget, I drove up in my brand new Eldorado. And all of a sudden, everybody wanted brand new Cadillacs. See, I didn't just tell my group to go, go, go. I kept going myself. I always outproduced them at the meetings. I always brought more people to the meetings than they did. I always outsold more retail than they did. I was outdoing them in everything.
All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and get started. Super excited for this call tonight. We have some really awesome things prepared for you guys. Just really want to start off by acknowledging everybody that's on the call, not only for being on the call, but for all being qualified supervisors. So give it up for yourselves. This is also the opportunity for those who actually have not qualified for supervisor yet. You get to hop off the call and then go out there and do your reach outs and hit that as soon as you can so that we can have you on this call next month. But just from there, just want to give a little background about me. My name is Lindley. I have been in the business since the end of May. I actually started with 4 days left of the month in May and hit DAP within those 4 months. And then starting in the next month, hit supervisor. And two of the primary reasons why I hit supervisor was because I started with an immediate person in my downline, and we were able to do group to soup. And that means that you actually get to qualify. If you have somebody in your downline, you get to qualify by hitting 500 less documented volume points than you would on your own. And also part of that reason was because my downline was in a club. So we were also able to utilize another one of the funnels and utilize the club to not only be putting our faces out in the community, but also benefiting the rest of the organization, and then ultimately being able to hit soup. So from there, just really want to talk to you guys about the marketing plan and how we're going to go from supervisor all the way up to active world team. So I want somebody to hop off mute and tell me what all distributors start at. Somebody, I'll call on you. There we go.
Every distributor starts off with 25%.
Perfect. Yes. So then somebody else hop off mute and let me know what the next level is and how do you hit that next level? I'm going to call on.
It's 500 documented volume points and then 35%.
All right, and then while I got you, Jacob, what does that also mean when you get the 500 documented volume points? What's that also your first,
your first cut of DAP.
Yeah, perfect. So then from there, what would be, somebody else come off mute, let me know what the next level is and how do you get to the next level from senior consultant?
Hey guys.
Hey girl.
Hey, so you need another 500 points to get to qualified producer.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be what, 1,000?
Yeah. So then, what would your percent be at?
You go to 30.
What was that?
Hold on, let me think. So you're at 35, 45%.
42.
42%. I'm sorry. I thought it was.
No, you're okay. No problem. So then from there, so we're at qualified producer. We've got 1,000 documented volume points, which also means that So somebody else repeat that back to me. So somebody tell me, what does it mean when you hit qualified producer? How many volume points is it, and what's the percentage of profit and discount? Sam, I'm gonna call on you.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
So when you hit qualified producer, how many documented volume points will you have done to hit QP, and what's the percentage discount and profit that you get?
Qualified producer is 42
Mhm.
and 1,000 within 2 months.
Yep, 1 to 2 months. Yep. Awesome. Awesome, Sam. Good job. Next level. What is the next level, and how do you hit this level? Everybody better know the answer to that one. After qualified producer, what do we hit?
Cool. So
The,
after qualified producer, you're gonna hit supervisor, and your discounted rate is gonna go up to 50%, and that's 2,000 documented volume points in between 1 to 2 months.
Perfect, perfect. And then another way that you can actually hit supervisor, aside from the 2,000 documented volume points, is also 4,000 documented volume points within 12 months. So then from there, after you hit soup, next would be active soup. And the way that you hit active soup, you do that in 3 consecutive months. So 3 consecutive months in a row, you would want to hit on 2,500 documented volume points, 3 months consecutively. And then once you hit that 4th month, so you did your first 3 months, that's your first 3 cuts, you get to that 4th month and you do 2,500 again, then you are world team. So somebody repeat that back to me. How many months in a row do you have to hit to get from supervisor to active soup and then to world team?
So active soup is 2,500 documented volume points, 3 months in a row. And then the 4th month, if you do another 2,500, you're at qualified world team. Another way you can hit world team as well is doing 10,000 documented volume points in 1
Killer, Mariana. Awesome, awesome. Great. So then from there, when you're at world team, to get to active world team, you get to do this. You get to do 3 things to do this. So this is going to happen within 1 to 6 months. And within 4 consecutive months, you want to make sure that you're hitting, and you're going to want to write this down. You're going to want to make sure that you're hitting 2,500 documented volume points within 4 consecutive months. Plus, you're going to want to hit 5K personal volume within 1 of those months. And you will also want to have 500 royalty points, which means that you would have 10,000 documented volume points within your first 1 to 3 levels in your org. Does this make sense? Everybody good? Everybody put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Awesome. Anybody have any questions about that? Sweet. Awesome. So then if we don't have any questions about that, I'm actually going to pass it over to Miguel, and he's going to go into qualifications.
All right. So I'm going to go over the qualifications here, monthly and quarterly. So to be Power Call qualified, we want to do 1,500 documented volume points by the 15th of the month. And you're going to want to write these down so that when you know them, you can hit them. Also, we want to get the active soup, we want to hit 2,500 documented volume points with 3 months in a row, which Lindley just went over. And then that 4th month, we want to hit another 2,500 to hit world team. Now we're going to go on to LDW qualifications. So for LDW, we're doing 5 gets 5 in July. So Herbalife matches your first 5,000 documented volume points. Your first 5,000. So if you get 5,500 documented volume points and you have another 5,000 from Herbalife, now you're at 10,500, not 11,000. So Herbalife will match your first 5,000 documented volume points, and that's towards LDW qualifications, not the marketing plan. So you're not going to jump straight to world team with the 5 gets 5. You're going to have points towards sitting silver, bronze, platinum, gold at LDW. Also, there's bonuses for this month. So every DAP that you get 2,500 documented volume points, and every fully qualified DAP, not just first cut or second cut, fully qualified DAP, and every fully qualified supervisor. And then for the LDW qualifications, let me pull this up so I'm 100% correct on this. So to sit platinum at LDW, it is 35,000 points. Gold is 30,000. Silver is 25,000. And bronze is 20,000. So these are all the numbers to hit the qualifications for this month with the bonuses and the 5 gets 5. Is there any questions for that? If everybody's clear on that, throw one in the chat. All right. All right, see everybody at LDW.
Hi, this is me. Hi guys, it's Nicole here. I'm talking about the importance of documenting when you're working out of a club. So I think a lot of us work out of a club, whether that's Oberlin, Parma, West Park, Youngstown. So the importance of documenting really comes into play when we're going for cuts, which I know a lot of us are. So if we're documenting after every single shift, we're going to be hitting our cuts or know how far we are and how close we are to hitting our cuts. So that's really important. Something else that's really important is if you're working out of a club right now that's doing maybe 50 consumptions a day and you're not capable of documenting those in a timely manner, then we're setting ourselves up saying, hey, I'm not capable of documenting 50, so I'm probably not capable of documenting 100. So we want to make it clear that if I can document 50, I can document 100, no problem. And we don't want to get behind. So I know that we've all probably missed a day of documenting, and then you worked another shift and you just have like a stack of slips ready to document. So staying ahead of that, just sets you guys up powerfully, and it sets your team up powerfully, as well as the club, so that they're in a good place and they know exactly where they are at any given time. So that's it.
Awesome, Nicole. Thank you so much. So for all of you on the call right now, understand that our team is up to major, major things. We are in so much momentum right now, and there are several people in cuts. So Active World team, we just went over. So that's when your team's going to be doing 10,000 documented volume points. And we have 2 people in cuts for Active World team this month. Mary Kate, she is 3,900 points away from hitting her Active World team status. So give it up for MK, everybody. Awesome. And then also Taylor is only 3,400 points away from Active World team as well. So that is so awesome, you guys. So all of you who are on their teams, I would be super, super proud, because honestly, that just means that all of you are growing. And then that's helping your upline grow as well. So then we have Brittany. So Brittany hit her 3rd cut of global expansion team already super early in the month, which is absolutely incredible. And she is actually in the running to double cut up to get 2.5. So what that means is that if you hit your first cut of get 2.5, then your team is doing 50,000 documented volume points that month. So that is absolutely incredible, guys. She is only 19,000 points away, and understand that that is so achievable as long as we all just really, put our noses down and we are working every single day to help her get to her first cut of get 2.5. Then we have Golden. Give it up for Golden. She is in cuts for Mill team. That means that her team is going to be doing 80,000 documented volume points in 1 month, which is so incredible. And really just speaks to how quickly our team is truly moving up this marketing plan. So it really just also kind of paints a vision for us, what is possible for us as well. So really just remember that, be so grateful, and really work towards Golden's cut of Mill Team. So then we have Ray. Ray is in cuts for Mill 7-5, and he is only 60,000 documented volume points away from Mill 7-5, and that is so incredible. I'm just thinking back to when I first joined the business. It's now been 1 year, and he went from Get Team, and then 1 year later, he's pretty much hitting Mill 7-5. So I think that's absolutely incredible. And again, the marketing plan doesn't know time, it just knows numbers. And the fact that we have people double cutting just shows what we're really up to. So now we get to ask ourselves, okay, you know, how can I be a part of this? How much of it do I really want? And then understand that, you know, if I'm going full out to help my coach hit his cut, then I'm understanding that I'm going to duplicate the same exact thing. So when I do attract the team, and then when I'm close to hitting certain cuts, if I went all out for my upline, then I'm going to attract team members who are going to go all out for my cuts when I'm at that point. So understand that, you know, what we do, we attract, and, you know, what kind of team member are we being? If we sat down and we asked ourselves, what kind of team member do I want to recruit? Am I being that person by going all out for my upline? And also too, guys, you know, the fact that they are in such high cuts right now, really what that means is that we as individuals are growing as well. As our coach grows, we are growing too. And that also happens for our distributors on our team as well. So go ahead, Taylor, talk to us about Extravaganza.
Wow, thank you so much, Rach. This call is absolutely amazing. The whole team is in cuts, and Extravaganza is right around the corner. So who all is committed to Extravaganza? Please post the one in the chat. I'm so excited for Extravaganza. This year it's in New Orleans, and the cool thing is I love to travel, and I've never been to New Orleans. So I'm going down a couple days early to see, and the Herbalife experience, like at Extravaganza, the conversations behind it, the training, and just seeing that Herbalife is so huge. It's in all different countries, and it's not just our team that's, you know, going to the president's team and like cuts on cuts. So it's like really exciting. It just expands your vision. Last year was my very first Extravaganza, and honestly, I didn't even know what to expect, and it was literally everything and more. I got so much inspiration from that event. I was the only one. I didn't have a team back then. Coming out of Extravaganza, I got my very first distributor, which kind of like set it up for growing the team. This Extravaganza, let me back up. So since it was my very first Extravaganza, I was all the way up in the nosebleeds, and I was like seeing everybody on the floor, and they were just so close. And there's a lot of conversations whenever you're in VIP, and you know, the more I qualify, the more I get to like learn this, and it's just really cool, the people that you get to connect with, and you see people like Disney and Jorge that you might follow on Instagram, and it's just super cool to actually like see them, and it's like a fairy tale. So I'm really excited for this Extravaganza because I have 2 frontline distributors coming with me to Extravaganza, and then 3 people on my whole team. So it's really cool to bring my team with me and expand their vision, show them what's capable like of them. It's not just me saying, you know, you're gonna do it, like everything's amazing. It's like people literally pouring into them and just showing them that anything is possible. Just remain coachable, teachable, and trainable, and you can have everything. So with that being said, I qualified platinum, and I'm super excited to experience that. Last event I qualified gold, so it's like I keep leveling up and advancing and bringing more people with me, and that's the key to events. It took me a while to really understand that, but just know, you being at Extravaganza, if you're by yourself, know that your team is coming and they're watching you. So document it, live it up. I'm super excited for you guys. So we're gonna hear from some of the people on the team that it's their very first Extravaganza or what they experienced in their Extravaganza. So with that, I'm going to pass it to Kara, and you can just share about Extravaganza and your excitement with that.
Yes, so what's up, you guys? This will actually be my very first Extravaganza. Fun little story time real quick. So I was in the business last April, so 3 months before Extravaganza. This is literally Golden's, I swear, her favorite story to tell all the time lately. She'll be like, hold on, let me tell it. So bought my ticket. I'm like, yes, girl, I'm coming. It was in Houston, I think. And I'm like, yes, I'm coming. Literally the day of, like, she's already there. I'm in the car heading to vacation with my family. Like, I just totally didn't go. I was like scared. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anybody at the time. I just liked flying. And I just wanted to be on the beach with my family. So I just straight up did not go. And Golden literally loves to tell me, I swear it seems like every day, hey, remember when you swerved me and didn't go to Extravaganza? So literally do not be that person. Buy your ticket now and use it. Go to Extravaganza. But yeah, so this time around, I'm so excited because now I don't even know what to expect, but I know it's going to be crazy. They say that going to Extravaganza literally puts your business forward an entire year. And if I would have gone last year, who knows where I would be now, but can't think of that. So I'm going this year. Absolutely no questions asked. Cannot wait to see what it does for my business. I'm in a nutrition club now. I own a nutrition club. So I get to set that standard for all the people to come after me. If I don't go, what's that showing new distributors that I'm going to have in my club? So yeah, super excited to go. No clue what to expect, but I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. Finally just got my plane ticket. I literally had no money before Akron started up, but now I do. So I got my plane ticket, and yeah, so I'm super excited, and I'm going to pass it over to Jacob.
What is up, you guys? So I do have a little story behind Extravaganza too. It's actually kind of funny. For the longest time, Taylor was like, you gotta go. And I was like, but I have to buy a plane ticket and find a hotel and do all this stuff. Like, who wants to do all this work? I mean, come on. That was like my first month in the business. Now I'm second month, like attending all the trainings, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're going to Extravaganza. But basically, I was booking everything. I was starting to get everything arranged, and I had prior commitments actually. Saturday the 27th, I was supposed to go help out at a graduation party literally all day. Said I was going to do all this stuff. I was going to be there all day. I was going to cook. I was going to bake. I was going to help set up, like had all this stuff figured out. And I'm literally sitting there and I'm like figuring out everything. And I was like, I have a grad party that day. And so I was like, I remember walking up to Taylor and I was like, I can't go to Extravaganza. I have a grad party to go to. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, like I literally was planning on leaving Saturday morning and flying back so I can make it for the grad party. But Jared and MK came into my life. I remember going to Youngstown Nutrition for the first time and walking in and meeting them. This was like my first month in the business, like I said. And they were like, listen, Jared's like, you gotta go. Like, you cannot miss this event. You have to go. And I'm like, but I have this grad party and then she's taking me on vacation in August. Like, that's gonna be so awkward. Like, I can't miss the grad party and then go on vacation with her. Like, so it was just like a whole hot mess. But after talking with her and she kind of came to an understanding, I remember actually, I think it was a Sunday, I hopped on a call. I think it was a Get to Soup call. And I don't think Taylor was here. I think she was on vacation or whatever. And I was just like so conflicted. I was like, what do I do? Do I go to Extravaganza or do I not go? Do I go? Do I not go? And like literally, like I said, I just remembered what Jared had told me. Like, listen, it's going to set your business so far ahead. You don't want to be a year behind everyone. You want to take off like you're already killing it, crushing it, keep up that momentum and just keep going. So I remember, I don't think Taylor was here, but I was on a call. And I remember as soon as the call ended, I went on myherbalife.com, bought my ticket, screenshotted it, and I said, we're going to Extravaganza, baby. Let's go. So I was super excited, bought my plane ticket, bought my Extravaganza ticket. So I am so very excited to go. I've never been to New Orleans before. So we're actually taking off a day after them. We're going to spend a couple days after Extravaganza is over. We're going to be there Monday and Tuesday. Just do some exploring around, see the city. But I am so freaking excited that I said yes. Grad parties, all that stuff. I mean, it's a grad party. It's not that big of a deal. I'm here to make money and build my business. So we are going to Extravaganza. I am now going to pass it off to Miguel, and he's going to share about his experience to Extravaganza.
Okay, so like I said before on the previous call, like I knew about Extravaganza before I even joined the business. Like I knew that it was the biggest event in Herbalife and that it was a non-negotiable to go. When we went to the nutrition club, we didn't have a dollar, literally nothing. Like we slept in Rand Golden's room. We took like 2 meals. We were drinking the tea from the table. And me and Lindley looked at each other and bought the ticket with nothing. My account was negative. We were going regardless. So that just speaks to the power of it and knowing that our business is going to take off afterwards. And we saw the vision like from jump. So let's see. Who should I call to share theirs?
I'm after you, Miguel, so I'll share mine. But wow, what a story, you guys. But I'm sorry I'm laughing because Brittany's laughing and Golden's laughing. Okay, so Extravaganza. It is our first Extravaganza. We are so excited. So we have 2 frontline going, 3 total. And we did qualify platinum, so really excited to be down on the floor getting all the nuggets. But what did you want to tell them about setting your business forward?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You just said it.
No, I can't believe someone listened to me, Jacob. That was pretty cool to hear, man. But yeah, it's I love what was said earlier in the call. It just really stuck with me. Someone said it. I think it was you, Taylor, where you said you're setting this space for your future team. So a lot of times I know we all get into the habit of, well, it's just one event, it's just one person, it's just me, I don't have a team, I don't have this. I thought that was like incredible when I heard you say that. So that was kind of my biggest thing. That's awesome. We're saving the space for so many people, not just ourselves.
All right, guys. So with Extravaganza being so close, it is this week when a lot of us are flying out. We want to go over exactly what to bring, just so we are all prepared. So Carly Lakin, she's so amazing. She's actually sent a New Orleans packing guide to, I believe, the Fear Squad chat. But I'm just gonna go over the beginning part of it as far as what to wear to everything Friday through Sunday. So Friday night is going to be recognition night. That is going to be the most dressy nights. So we get to be in business apparel, looking cute, looking our best. And then we have Saturday training all day. So that again is going to be business casual. Saturday night, so if you qualified gold or platinum, you do have a party to go to. So that is going to be cocktail attire. And then Sunday we have training. So that's going to be team Herbalife attire. So I know a lot of us, as far as our organization, we're not really like Herbalifed out, but one thing that we can wear is like West Park Nutrition, Parma Nutrition, like that type of thing we can wear too. That's also repping our brand. Or business casual, of course, you can never go wrong with that. And then Sunday night, I believe our team is having a little party, just a little party maybe, I don't know. But it's going to be club attire. So I'm going to send this again to the DAB chat just so we all have this accessible. But one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is, I don't know what your room situations are looking like. I can share with you that I'm about to be having a room with 11 girls. So space is going to be a little tight there. So let's all pack very minimal and exactly what we need. So I would suggest, sometime this week, let's pre-plan our outfits and only pack those and only pack what we need, because if we're, especially girls, like 11 girls, I know we're about to be just, oh my gosh, it's going to be insane, but it's also going to be awesome to look back on when we grow from that, when we have our own team, and like just really reflecting on what the situation was for our first Extravaganza, just because I know it's going to be my first, and I know it's not going to look like sharing a room with 11 girls every single year from here on out. So let's be respectful for others, pack only what you need, and then I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too, but I'm also going to pass it on to Golden. Share some light with us, girlfriend.
We can't hear you, Golden. Minor malfunction. It's all right.
Okay, you guys, while they are going to figure that out, I'm going to go ahead and take it over from here. So Rachel gave you guys all the goods for what to wear. I really just want to hit on before we close out this epic call that really what this business does, and just to share some vision with you guys, like the moving your business forward 6 months to a year, it really is no joke. I was with Taylor. We sat up in the very back of the row. I think Deasia, like a girl wanted to fight her over seats. Like it gets real up there, you guys. And when I looked down at Golden and people literally just passing us in line, I was like, dang, I will never come back here again like this. But I wasn't sure how it was going to happen. And so something I want to hit on is really just setting your intentions when you walk into this event. And so something that I'll actually never, ever, ever forget was sitting in a pool on the first night after everything happened, and some of my mentors had asked me, like, what do you think and where do you see yourself next year when you come back? And I had said, I guarantee you I will be Global Expansion Team or Global Expansion Team 2500 when we come back. And a few people looked at me like I was crazy. And I was very clear and very confident in like how I was showing up next extravaganza. And so every day after that, I have made sure I went showing up with the intention in the next 2 days of training of a Global Expansion 2500 team member. And I remember watching Ray walk across the stage, and I put it in my head, and continuously from that event until literally like right now, I kept picturing that, saying, I'm going to walk across that stage, I'm going to have all those medallions. Like I know that this is what's going to happen. And so I listened from the space of that, and I found stories that I could attach myself to. And at the time now, I'm sure I'm gonna be able to identify with many different stories, not the same people. And so it's so important that you listen to everybody, no matter who they are. So yes, of course, the people that you follow on Instagram are so cool, and some of them seem like celebrities, but there were people that I had never even heard their name of, and I got so emotional and so attached to what their story was and how they joined the business that it quite literally changed the path for me within my business and my life. And very shortly after that, I ended up taking this on full time because I knew that I could do it because of so many other people that knew that they could do it and made it happen. And so really go into this not only looking amazing and ready to take pictures and having all of your outfits packed and figuring it out in the bathroom. There's a lot of people staying in a lot of the same rooms and a lot's going on, but just make sure you guys take time for yourselves in the mornings, get your minds right, write an intention every single day of what you want this event to do for you, and figure out now going into this event where you want to be next extravaganza, and listen from that space. And it might just be hitting supervisor, active world team. Like not everybody has the same thing. So don't get attached to what your roommate or one of your many roommates has to say about where they want to be. Understand where you want to be, and then figure out how you're going to get there after extravaganza, which is going to mean taking notes, applying the notes, coming prepared. Mary Kate just bought me a little translator on Amazon for $12.99. So I'm pretty sure that gets to be like one of your first priorities, because some of the most amazing stories come from some of the Herbalife distributors that speak Spanish. And so you just want to make sure you're prepared in those ways, understanding what bags you can take so that there's really just like the least amount of chaos to get in the best. That way you get in and you're focused and you're ready to go. So I suggest getting to the trainings early, making sure, like, okay, Deja just said she needs a radio, making sure you guys have all of that so that there's no craziness going on when you get there. You can just get in, get your notebooks open, and really get present to the moment. You guys, this is literally the Super Bowl of Herbalife, and there's going to be many other Herbalifes, and you're going to, or many, not there's not going to be any other Herbalifes, to be many other extravaganzas, and you're going to walk into each extravaganza as a new person, but really take ownership of who you're walking into this extravaganza as right now, understanding where you are, who you are in the business. And Jay had sent a recording into Fear Squad the other day. Like, you're only going to hear what you're open to hearing, but be open to at least hearing that, because next extravaganza, you're just going to hear the next level. So I am so excited, you guys, this event. I didn't understand the hype until I went to my first one. So I'm telling you guys, whatever part of the hype you can latch onto and understand, just take that with you and go into it with the hype. Borrow all of our eyes on this one because Extravaganza truly, truly is the event that really propels you and takes you forward. So just to leave you guys with vision within my story, I went with nobody. I don't even know that I had hit supervisor, or maybe I just hit supervisor. I had to have just hit supervisor active soup last Extravaganza, and I'm going with 11, I think maybe 13 committed girls now. So there really is power in the events, and there's a lot of power in you just getting super clear on who you're going into now and who you want to walk out of there as. So really excited for you guys. Really set some intentions for this weekend, and I will see all of you guys in New Orleans. Let's get off mute, give some hype, and then we will see you guys in NOLA.
Yeah, let's go.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing.